Namasika, Venia Benya. Namasika, Venia Benya. I greet you, beloved family. I reach out from my heart to yours. I reach out in this now moment to embrace you wherever you may be in your life. One of the wonderful things about your computers and your other devices that you have, your phones, is that you can come back into that space or this space anytime you so choose. When I create these meditations for you, I am doing so from my heart to yours. I am doing so with a clear intention of assisting you in whatever it is that may be going on in your life. Each of these meditations grow upon themselves or upon each one. However, when you take them individually, you can still have a great deal of growth within each one. As you are here, still grounded in your everyday life, consider what may be happening around you. Do you have distractions that are coming up that are keeping you from being present or being connected at this moment? Distractions can work two ways in your life. It may be something your human self creates to keep you from being as focused or going as deeply as you need to into whatever the situation may be. It can also be that sometimes a distraction will keep that conscious mind busy and occupied, and then unconsciously messages and information are moving forward into your consciousness from your unconsciousness. So consider that. Are you fully present, or is there something that you need to just put to the side for a time so that you can be here in this now moment, nurturing yourself, opening and feeling that vast love and acceptance from your divinity so that everything may flow within you? As you are grounded, I invite you to, within your imagination, create a ball of light around your heart center. You can just envision this ball of light as if it's spinning. It might be green, it might be a different color, it might be just clear energy. But as you feel it growing around your heart center, it is connecting you consciously to your heart chakra or your heart center. You then take a stream of that, it goes down through your solar plexus, your sacral, your root center, and it goes down into the earth. As this energy is moving into the earth, it spreads out, connecting you to Gaia. And as you are anchored here, take a moment and feel the pulsation of Gaia. Feel how the earth is alive. She has her own vibration. She has her own frequency that is quite vast, some very high, some somewhat low. But as you connect into, in this now moment, feel that pulsation of Gaia. You let that energy come back up through that stream of light. It connects once more within your heart center. You send it through your throat, your third eye, your head center. You're connecting into the crystalline energies, and it goes up to your higher self. Look around at this place. Your higher self is that blend of you as the human and you as your soul. This is where you come frequently throughout your day when you're trying to figure something out. You may pop up here and get that overview. This is where you try out new potentials and ideas to see how they're going to work in your life. So you can clear this space out, or you can pay attention to what you might have here. Allow that thread to continue upward. It moves all the way up, following that thread of energy that connects your soul to your human self. As you merge back within your soul, be open to feel that unconditional love, that God source energy that is within you. You may have a perception of lifetimes, but this is your soul, which loves you unconditionally. This is also a way in which you can expand your perception or expand your consciousness to understand more fully who you are. I, the goddess, walk in and amongst each one of you. I reach out to embrace you. And as our energies merge, we move into the all that is. Look around at what this place is to you. You first connected more deeply with your soul. So your soul energy is filling up this space. It's there if you so choose, but it is very movable. So no matter what you're doing, it just gets out of the way. From there, you connected to your universal self, understanding that you're more than just this lifetime. You're more than just the soul. You are actually an aspect of the universe. And then last time we got together, it was recognizing how you create your life. You have access to your soul at all times. You have access to your universal self at all times. And then you create what you seek to have in life. For this evening, I would like to practice some of the gifts that you have available to you. I have heard from many, many of you through Shelly that you talk about not being able to see with your third eye. Sometimes you talk about wanting to have that inner knowing and then trust where it's coming from. We have spoken about the higher vibration and the ability to use telepathy as a form of communicating. So let us begin by you creating a space using your imagination. It can be outdoors, indoors. You're sitting on a bench, you're sitting on a couch. Perhaps you're just walking through the woods. But for what we're going to do tonight, I invite you to find a place where you can be still and stay in one place for a moment. You will see mirroring you, whatever it is that you're sitting upon, opposite you is the same. And sitting there, it can be a number of different things. For some of you, I see that one of your angels or guides is sitting opposite you. Others, I see it is an aspect of your soul that you also are in alignment with, is sitting opposite you. For some, it is that universal aspect of your soul that is sitting opposite you. I invite you to choose whomever you would like it to be. Okay. For those that say, well, I don't see anything, I don't know anything, this is where you're using your imagination and you're creating an image that follows my words. I could feel a wave of energy move through as more of you opened up that doorway to creation. As you are sitting wherever it is that you are, and you look across, it's not far, just a short distance. Make a clear communication that you are, you can say your name, and they will say, and I am, and they will define who they are to you. This way, both people have put forth a clear communication. I am also wrapping each one of you as your pair, surrounding you with light, as if to have a little bubble that will help to amplify whatever it is that you do or happens. You make me smile all the time. I saw some of you suddenly crouching down like it was something close to you. No, no, no. This is just something that surrounds the two of you. You don't see it. You probably don't even know that it's there unless it's something you feel as you send your energy outward. This bubble can get bigger or smaller as needed. So here you are, sitting there looking at this other individual. I invite you to look at them and take in, what do they look like? Now, you might not see anything. You can ask them to describe themselves, and then you may hear something more easily. Or you can acknowledge, this is an aspect of me, so perhaps they look like me. This is my angel or guide, so perhaps they have angelic energy. This is my universal self, so perhaps it looks similar to me, but a higher frequency. These are simply ideas. Your reality may be different. As you connect with this individual, consciously open up your heart center and send a beam of light to connect from your heart to their heart. As you connect with one another, there begins to be a flow of energy that is moving back and forth from one to the other. I invite you to just feel it or be aware of it for a moment. This connection, heart to heart, is going to amplify and assist you as you practice things this evening. So the next thing I would say is, consider, what is your favorite color? Take that color in your mind. You can think about it just as a color or as an item. But think about that in your mind's eye or in your mind's consciousness, and then send it through that connecting light into that other aspect of you or the one that you are connected with. And they will say back what they receive. I notice many of you have surprise on your face that the answer was correct. Let us do the reverse. That person is going to consider an activity that they enjoy doing. And they're going to send that back to you through that heart connection. Be aware that coming from them may feel different than you. So expand your energy for a moment. Be present. Open up your senses and see what you receive. For many of you, you did get an answer, but it was not the same ease as you sending the information. So the next thing that I'm going to do is I will come into the room with each one of you that invites me. I'll put my hands on your shoulders, and I'm going to amplify for you or create an alignment with you that your third eye opens up, your ability to hear opens up, your ability to smell or taste, whatever these senses are that can enhance your ability to receive information, I am activating that within each one of you. There is a spiral that moves through you. I now see many, many of you receiving a great deal more information. I'm going to ask whoever it is that you're connected to send a message that has intention, that shows a shape, that perhaps has a scent. And I invite you to be open to receive. And I could feel waves of energy going into each one of you. Some of the images that I can see, there's this one that is showing an image like a hologram of sitting on the beach at the ocean. They can hear the waves. They can smell the sea. They can hear the birds. They can feel the sand. So as I describe that, open up your consciousness that you may practice with it also. Another one I saw that you can practice, this other individual was giving them a huge bouquet of flowers. So each of the flowers had a different texture that they could touch. There was a very strong scent of the beautiful flowers that they were as they blended together, roses and hyacinth and just multiple different flowers. And as you hear me speak those words, what comes up in your imagination? Even if you don't see it yourself, have your imagination create what I speak about. Another very strong message that I saw conveyed, and some people received it, but perhaps this is another practice for you. It was as if the person you're communicating with took your hand and walked you. It's not at the actual edge of a cliff, but close to the edge of a cliff. And there was a breeze that was blowing through. It was blowing your hair. There was sunlight pouring down upon you. And as you looked out over the valley, you are struck by how vibrant the colors are. Again, if you are totally blank, Then find a mountain that you like. Be present where you can feel the sun on your face, a breeze going past. And as you look out, perhaps you see open meadows. Perhaps there's cattle. Perhaps there's a road that winds its way through. All of these descriptions are stimulating more and more within your consciousness. It is being assisted by the person that you are connected to. And again, I also assisted to expand your senses. That individual is still there communicating with you. This time, I invite you to think of an animal totem. It may be that each of you have something different, or it may be the same. An animal totem can be very, very helpful in your everyday life as a means of showing you or holding the energy for you until you are there and receive it yourself. This animal totem is also going to help expand your senses so that you can utilize them more than you have in the past. Open to feel whatever might be here for you. As I observe each one of you, I can see there's a great deal of information going back and forth between you. I can see where the vast majority are much more aware of their ability to receive information. There are still a few that are as if you are shut down. So whether you're shut down or fully open, no matter what the situation, I invite you in this now moment to feel the unconditional love that is available to you coming from here within the all that is, coming from your soul, and coming from whoever it is that you were connected to. Receive that into your life. Ask either your divinity or this essence any question that you may have. You are here. You are awakened. You have gifts and abilities that will become easier and easier for you to use as often as you so choose. I invite you to release this individual that you were working with. There's a sense of embracing, a sense of gratitude between the two of you. We release that little dome. And I invite all of you to come together. Instead of being in that individual space, this is all wide open. And I invite you to come together as a group. I see some of you sending messages across the group and others receiving those messages and responding. So there definitely are a number of you that are using telepathy and communicating with one another. For others, you're just very aware of how much you are receiving from the high vibrational energy of this space. Even if it's not a specific message, things may seem brighter. You may hear things you didn't hear before or didn't notice before. And it is all present in and around you. You see coming up within the center of your group that hologram of the earth. Infuse the ability to utilize your senses into this hologram. It rotates, it sparkles, it sends off little impulses. We do always send some out to the universe to anchor within the universe. And then the remainder goes down into and around the planet. As this hologram connects to the planet, it's moving through the collective consciousness. It goes down into the center of the earth, anchoring within that high vibration in the center of the earth. And then it reverses outward. It comes up through all the many layers. It comes up through where you yourself grounded into Gaia. And as it's coming up within you, you bring your own energy back down. It streams back down through your soul, your higher self, anchoring within you. The collective consciousness of the earth makes available to everyone the potential to practice with this if they so choose. It helps Gaia to shift the vibration, to live and vibrate at a higher frequency that will assist. The meditation this evening is one that will most likely take multiple different times to integrate it deeply within your consciousness. These are gifts and abilities that every single one of you have had, that every single one of you have the ability to activate. But yet, when I hear that so many people say they cannot do it, they cannot receive, they're not getting the message, whatever it may be, that's something that I hope we broke down those barriers this evening so that going forward, you can now receive things with your third eye. You can see things, you can hear things that may be said that is heightening your intuition. And all of these things that are around you are all here for you to take in, for you to express yourself through your intuition, through your higher self, through whatever it may be. And then it will all work with you to help you vibrate and be present in the now moment as we move forward. The light frequency is here, becoming stronger and stronger. And the stronger that the light frequency is, the easier it will be for you to step into these gifts. Everything is present. I am ever with you. Aunt Saluia.